Hello, hello, hello. We sound him.
Kennedy are winning election, no hands down. I saw that Bahumia will not lead the New Patriotic Party. I saw Bahumia as the winner of the NPP presidential seat.
I saw, say, Honorable King, the NPP and the Nobody Ghana president.
Dr. Bahumia. Also, that's why we're president. Oh, Kroma. We shall see.
I saw Bahumia winning the primaries.
Kennedy are winning election, no hands down. I saw Dr. Bahumia take. Bahumia will not lead the New Patriotic Party. I saw Bahumia as the winner of the NPP presidential seat.
I saw, say, Honorable King, the NPP and the Nobody Ghana president.
Dr. Bahumia. Also, that's why we're president. Oh, Kroma. We shall see.
I saw Bahumia winning the primaries.
I want to assure you two things. When I'm the president, Kukrudu, Eshi Rado. Kukrudu Ntini Ewaha, Bethel Multimedia, Bethel Radio, Aba Abebwa, NPP Ejuma, for Ghana for Almuwo UK, near Amanone, Europe, any Ghana, the whole world, Bethel to the whole wide world. Edamunyina ase, yesremo. Ubenya Bethel wo Facebook, Bethel wo TikTok, Bethel wo digital platform biya. Bethel ubeti omunka upe omun phone numbers uko mo website and your platforms ubenya mo programs. In sem no mo babedi ho dwuma no. Ebeboa Ghana, ebeboa NPP, ebeboa ya pomuden ni ya nkoso, ebeboa ya amia projected party na mane party na for ntuma premfra. Beyond even 2028, Bethel, Beboa, Yameboa near we need general elections, nearby power. Bethel, Beckham, Amaya Shishe, a bind, Amaya Bina, papa, policies, new programs are, Ebema, NPP, I found into my pefra, a tumpong, Bethel, Eba Beboa. Mumian Bompayama station, we support your move programs. Who UK ha, who ye program BR. For more than answer, Bethel, Abe broadcasting, Abe can we ama nkoswo eni bibia akoyie amao kukrudu esi rado kukrudu esi Bethel kukrudu Bethel na eko idasipi yami.
Hello, good evening to everybody. My name is Kweku Bimpe, and I'm currently the Director of Communications for NPP UK. I'm quite excited about Bethel Multimedia TV. For me, as a Director of Communications, I know this is our own very powerful station. We have to promote it. Multimedia on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And so tune in. Hello, good evening to everybody. My name is Kweku Bimpe, and I'm currently the Director of Communications for NPP UK. I'm quite excited about Bethel Multimedia TV. For me, as a Director of Communications, I know this is our own very powerful station, and we have to promote it. You can find Bethel Multimedia on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And so tune in for the most pressing current news, for all the bashing of the NDC news, for the current election news of the NPP, and also for up-to-date information regarding the party. Bethel is our own, thanks to the owners of the brand, Mr. and Mr. Jare and Mrs. Dombo. Thank you so much for giving us this gift. Bethel is one of our very own. Tune in for your most up-to-date news. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Yefemi Adley from Northampton chapter, member of NPP. Bethel has come to stay. Have a lovely day. Bye.
One Ashafo, within at the Lawyer Charles Asma, the NPP UK branch treasurer. And then with the some dead then a bro, if you say NPP UK in ya a decas here, when you say gift, now we a Bethel Multimedia company, or UK in a Diaba. A Bethel, the Oya in answer MPP, a fan in Tamapa Efra, or communication move. So Ghana, so UK, US, the view will be sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo project party no biribia Bethel say wobɛtumi anya saa akwanya no yɛ a yɛwɔ UK deɛ yɛnya ade dɛdɛ ɛfiri sɛ yɛ programs nyinaa no Bethel ɛsɔ mu sɛ ɔbɔ project akɔsi time a yɛbɛsɛn acapture power ama aban ama MPP titiri 2028 a yɛhwɛ anim sɛ yɛbɛsɛn adi nkunim bio nti yɛn nyinaa moma yɛntie yɛn nyinaa moma yɛndal in sɛ yɛ Facebook sɛ yɛ TikTok sɛ yɛ baabi a social media Bethel ɛwɔ hɔ saa nso na wotie Ghana radio nso a sister stations no nyinaa no wobɛtie Bethel efoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ within the Lawyer Charles Asma the NPP UK branch treasurer and then with the some dead then ɛbrɛ o if you say NPP UK enya adeɛ kɛseɛ when you say gift na we a Bethel Multimedia company ɛwɔ UK na ɛde aba Bethel the Oya in answer MPP, a fan in Tamapa Efra, or communication move. So Ghana, so UK, US, the view will be sir, O project party in BBA, Bethel say, but me in your side opinion. Yeah, UK dear, you are the dead. If you say your programs in no better, so say Obo project, I could see Tamwa, they were saying a capture power, ama abai, ama MPP. Titiri 2028 a yɛhwɛ anim sɛ yɛbɛsɛn adi nkunim bio
who form the Electoral College, you delegates, you carry the sacred responsibility of choosing our next leader of our tradition. Remember, the decision you make will echo far beyond this election. It will decide whether our party rises again or sinks further. Let me speak to the danger of selling one's future. Let me appeal to you directly, my brothers and sisters, who form the Electoral College. You delegates, you carry the sacred responsibility of choosing our next leader of our tradition. Remember, the decision you make will echo far beyond this election. It will decide whether our party rises again or sinks further. Let me speak to the danger of selling one's future for momentary monetary comfort, even from the very hands that have caused us our misery. Patriots, I implore you to resist the temptation, sometimes yield to monetization of elections. This cannot continue. We must break this cycle of manipulation.
I want to assure you two things. When I'm the president, the first thing I'm going to do for the 5 northern regions is to move Ministry of Agriculture to Tamale. I'm also going to convert Tamale Airport. About 90% of Tamale Airport, we are going to use it for cargo terminal. Because I saw vegetables on my way. From here to London Market is 5 hours. We are going to produce vegetables in abundance and export it from 11 p.m. by 5 a.m. is at UK and European markets. We are also going to build fertilizer plants here. We need a fertilizer plant in the 5 northern regions especially because of the nature of your land. We're going to mechanize our farms, our land, and everything. Now, before we do that, we need a fertilizer plant here. And Tolong, you are very close to Tamale. There's no difference. So take advantage of what I'm telling you. Go and look for a land. I need 40,000 acres and challenge me if I will not be able to do it for you to see. Whether I win or not, give me 40,000 acres and see the factory I'm going to put here with the farm. So, a piece of advice is that I've been here to talk to you about what I can do. So let other aspirants also come and talk about what they can do. But I know for sure they don't have a message because they gave all these messages and they couldn't do it. So now they've resorted to lies, propaganda. Oh, Kennedy Japan has insulted NPP. Kennedy Japan has taken money from Mahama. Kennedy Japan is the one who killed Ameswali. Would all these things put money in your pocket? Would it put money in your pocket? That is the campaign they are doing. Let them tell you what they can do to benefit you. Politics is about...
Let me appeal to you directly, my brothers and sisters who form the Electoral College, you delegates, you carry the sacred responsibility of choosing our next leader of our tradition. Remember, the decision you make will echo far beyond this election. It will decide whether our party rises again or sinks further. Let me speak to the danger of selling one's future for momentary monetary comfort, even from the very hands that have caused us our misery. Patriots, I implore you to resist the temptation, sometimes yield to monetization of elections. This cannot continue. We must break this cycle of manipulation.
For ne Ashafo, within the lawyer Charles Asma, the NPP UK branch treasurer. And then some day then a bro, if you say NPP UK in ya adekasiye, when you say gifts, now we a Bethel Multimedia company UK ne Ediaba. A Bethel ne oye in say NPP, prefer in Tamapa Efra, our communication mu. So Ghana, so UK, US, baby, I will be say, o project party ni BBA, Bethel say, bet me in your side opinion. Yeah, you UK dear, you the dead there. If you say your programs in no better, so say, obo project, ya kwesi, tamwa, you be saying a capture power, ama MPP, titulu 2028, I share him say, be saying, Edim Kumimbium. Tinye na mama yentie. You know, woman dial in, say your Facebook, say your TikTok, say your baby social media, better ho. So and now would Ghana radio so our sister stations ni nano, better and can until say ya no business and a better number no he. Now of course Facebook and watch check better. Now who better party the same common no the pani na fa MPP ho. Until say we na MPP power, we say ampa and I'm also and a better enya akwenya edi project party and I'm also in a party aside about power biom. Nti omodinati share the better about ebe stay forever.
Oh, hello, good evening to everybody. My name is Kweku Bimpe, and I'm currently the Director of Communications for NPP UK. I'm quite excited about Bethel Multimedia TV. For me, as a Director of Communications, I know this is our own very powerful station, and we have to promote it. You can find Bethel Multimedia on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And so tune in for the most pressing current news, for all the bashing of the NDC news, for the current election news of the MPP, and also for up-to-date information regarding the party. Bethel is our own, thanks to the owners of the brand, Mr. and Mr. Jare and Mrs. Dombo. Thank you so much for giving us this gift. Bethel is one of our very own. Tune in for your most up-to-date news. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Yefemi Adlet from Northampton chapter, member of NPP. Bethel has come to stay. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Kukrudu eshi rado. Kukrudu ntini ewaha. Bethel Multimedia, Bethel Radio, Aba Abebwa NPP Ejuma for Ghana for Almuwo UK ni Amanone Nina Europe any Ghana Nina the whole world. Bethel to the whole wide world. Edamu Nina ase. Yes remo. Ubenya Bethel will Facebook, Bethel will TikTok, Bethel will digital platform biya. Bethel ubeti omunka upe omun phone numbers ukomo website and your platforms ubenya mo programs in sem no mo ba bedi ho dwuma no ebeboa Ghana ebeboa NPP ebeboa ya pomuden ni ya nkoso ebeboa ya amia project party na mane party na for into my prefra beyond even 2028 Bethel beboa na meboa ni ya win general elections no ya ba power Bethel beka ho ama ya hihye aban ama ya ban na ya papa policies ni programs ebema NPP afan into my prefra etumpon Bethel eba beboa mumie mbompa yema station we yen support your mu programs wo UK ha wo ye program bia bomodi anse obefre Bethel abe broadcast abe kan wadwuma ho ama nkoso eni bibia akoyie ama kukrudu eshi rado Kukrudu AC Bethel. Kukrudu Bethel neko.
Let me appeal to you directly, my brothers and sisters who form the Electoral College. You, delegates, you carry the sacred responsibility of choosing our next leader of our tradition. Remember, the decision you make will echo far beyond this election. It will decide whether our party rises again or sinks further. Let me speak to the danger of selling one's future for momentary monetary comfort, even from the very hands that have caused us our misery. Patriots, I implore you to resist the temptation, sometimes yield to monetization of elections. This cannot continue. We must break this cycle of manipulation.
Kennedy are winning election, no hands down. I saw Dr. Baumia take it. Baumia will not lead the New Patriotic Party.
I saw Baumia as the winner of the NPP presidential seat.
I saw, say, Honorable King, the NPP, and no be the Ghana president.
Dr. Baumia. Also, that's why we're president. Oh, Kroma. We shall see.
I saw Baumia winning the primaries.
Let me appeal to you directly, my brothers and sisters who form the Electoral College. You, delegates, you carry the sacred responsibility of choosing our next leader of our tradition.
Yo, for aha Bethel Radio and TV. Aha ena UK kasa. Aha ena UK tie. Bethel Radio and TV osi yesu ye die ampa. Yo, for mosomfo Thomas Ohineba Boache ene nyumre majimedwa a yebedi Bethel nkomo. Na ene ampa yebedwa ofi ha. Because if he say yenya opanyi kese pa ofi ha sei. Eye NPP former national second vice chairman Ira Samikrab Ofia ene yeni bedi nkomo about NPP Ghana ene the presidential primaries ebeba so ene ono ankasa na brabo mu nsem baby a ofri anyankopon de na ba bedru ye bedi nkomo ha na nsa na no mame call eye me sponsors a ene omobo michidom omadaroma enene mitimidi program yi ebremo eye Livingstone, yes, Livingstone Healthcare jumakua aba eye wo UK ha eche se ehwe empanyifo se wo panyini bi na ne ho dodo no ye living care ye boy ho modern ye beboa saa so na personal care eno so no ye boa saa so na dementia support eno so ye boa learning disabilities eno so ye boa saa so na we care for the older people. We are specialists in care service. Livingstone Healthcare was a passion for quality and dignified healthcare. Livingstone Healthcare was a passion for quality and dignified healthcare. Adwuma mpanyifo no wa abadaye omutrimu eyeye enti se upe adwuma ye say full time, say part timer for niche a Livingstone. Na umbeboa ama watimi enye adwuma. Friend number way 077 532 13683 077 532 13683 and I say 020 3325 4618 Fred Livingstone for na omuni obedience awoso obi di wa babrochire na se wunya adwuma nya Fred Livingstone for na ombeboa wo adwuma eku a etoso a omoso ebo michidom enanwumrei eye Atalia Nursery eye school sronko a aba eye Boramwood a echese eboa ema nkra etiminya adesua enti se wo pebe bi de oba akwa na wasua de ama na adwunuma bia eye Atalia Nursery eho omo kira de ehwe se oba na adwunumu ebebie empanyifo eda school na no ewa abadaye enti ha ho kra se wo de oba ekoba bi ombehwe ne te se wa ankasa ohwe omano omo kira de language and literacy, creative arts, outdoor play, basic maths ni nyina omo kire wo Atalia Nursery. Nti fa number ye ne frɛ adwumayɛfoɔ omo wa abadaye omo trimu ye omo dwiri nipa ho. Frɛ number no 0795 801 7732 0795 801 7732 and I say from landline no 0333 80 00239 033 88000239 Atalia Nursery eho na obabeko na wakosua de na adwunumu abie yie pa omo wo Boramwood intimu amowo Bentok Edgeware Collindale Watford Hartfield Housden Nisden ni nyina monfa moni nkyere Atalia Nursery na ombeboa ama oba no enyanimde adwumakuo mienu nenne omo so yasene ewo Bethel nkomoso yo dia drusu ono enne abusuafo ni bi celebrate omo birthdays enne enya asemketo akra ye a party fo ni bi celebrate omo birthday enti no mamenko na menko hwe eye omo enne omo celebrate omo birthdays no na eye miankasa minua ba yes Nana Youngson Nana Youngson yes minua ba no Nana no enne eye ne birthday enti Nana me ma happy birthday from unua be ma any birthday adwumayefo nyina ye ma happy birthday so na miankasa eye minua ba ko amene esom wo eye North London chapter eye Darling Brobe yes Darling Brobe ono so ye party ni a ye ne som wo eye North London chapter ene ye ne birthday enti minua ba happy birthday nyankopon hyira mu nyina na onye makoma so ade ma mo na onka mo ho na megidi se afise se na nyina etinkom ne celebrate ne big time pa yo die dru so no ene Delis papers ni bi ba no pa no enti no se wanya kwanya nhwe papers e ba no pana Better Radio and TV. Yes, ama updates. Any nyoma e ba papers munne. The first one I hear Ohineba News. We the mian kasami paper. Ohineba News. Ohineba News. Ene front page no. Yura Engineer Kobre Japan ene daho. The banner headline no say time for principled leadership. Engineer Kobre Japan to NPP delegates. Yura Kobre Japan ene dia tuja no say it's time for principled leadership. And now only delegates koshia na no mudi nsan so sa front page ho na so no presidential elections committee na otwe awie omokoshia the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and na omode committee na adwuma omo aye so far na kochire yewura Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ama Nana so abo mo aba so se so far no committee na adwuma omo aye no, he's very very impressed with the committee no adwuma omo aye Ohineba News na the front page ho na o say Oforiatta could be in Ghana sooner than expected. Na no ne say yura Oforiatta US omo achi no na o say Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General say he will be in Ghana sooner than expected. And also front page ho no. Ope Ohineba News oko online obenya ho any other stories by on the front page and no. The next one the Chronicle, mami call the next one I bet just so the Chronicle or say 180 former PCs pledge to vote for Bawumia. And no Chronicle anymore. Say former parliamentary candidates Mako 180 or Hane Dunwache the almost support pledges on Betua Baneama. His Excellency the former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And no front page. Sasuna Yura Dr. Brian Champon no so Edina Pro Bono Ako Wie wo Sremo Mantemo or no so no Edi Atuja say hon ena Ababe Toja say Brian wins grassroots support in the northern regions. Ohwe aprobo de call ho just a supporter onya or the northern regions na nyasem kitwa. I know that front page of Chronicle. Sa so na Yura a compare ko Japan no so no contested for the presidential primaries of NPP. And also Eboho anymore front page no say give me the power and I'll give you jobs. Yura a compare ko Japan and also edi atuja one delegates here and say give me the power and I'll give you jobs. Kennedy Ohine Japan. And no ye Chronicle. Ye be called the daily guests. And also ye krata fufra and also no ijaso here front page ona the same story on the Chronicle was 118 NPP 2024 parliamentary candidates root for Dr. Bawumia and also and front page on 17 million fresh scandal rocks GRA and also front page hoa oba form na or say Brian block Bawumia from meeting Koumai Hine Yura opare ansa na de atuja say Brian Champon blockade Dr. Bawumia from say obehu Koumai Hine and no anymore na no say Canada Japan preaches job-centered agenda. Yura Kennedy Ohine Japan and also Ejuma or see Ejuma and also a front page of the Daily Guest. Yanko the next one the Daily Guide. The Daily Guide and also NNA Ebejaso the Daily Guide. The banner headline of Daily Guide or say my presidency will be about jobs. The Daily Guide in Eka or say Yura Compreko Japan and the atuja say the presidency will be about jobs. Ejuma nkwa and Yura Kennedy ohine Japan e de atuja enim ho na o se Ghana embassy confirms of Fourier test US detention na otwe wie de ba ye no so ene ho no o se Ghana embassy of Fourier ta ya chi no so e wa enim ho sa so na story a era ne ba ko so ye 2024 NPP parliamentary candidates endorsed Bawumia and also our daily guide enim. Sa so na KGL welcomes government contract review. Yewura Alex Apau obo adwuma pa Alex Daddy obo adwuma o KGL ho papa. Sa man yo nipa say Alex Daddy yes ono na eye KGL oda no o say government the new contract or more review contract and KGL has welcomed the government contract review and also the daily guide anymore kama pa Ira Ales Apau obon homode ye pa Ales Daddy no nyankopon hira no. The next one the insights call the insights story and eba so the insights or say Mahama outlines 5-pillar agenda. Ira Mahama and the Atuja outlines 5-pillar agenda or the Atuja. So na KGL and also the insights so the buy Ira less Apple. And the story about say KGL Workhouse Review Committee to delivering more value to NLA and GRA. Ira less Apple. No, born homo de pa KGL. The next story, Abaja so the next one, the Supreme newspaper. Or say Brian blocks Bawumia from meeting Kouman Hine or Pare and San Ediatuja say Ira Brian Champon. Blockade Dr. Bawumia. Ono eneka. KK Sapon. And also the support the Amayura Kennedy Akompre Kwe Japan and also the front page of the Supreme newspaper Okunyebia and also no on Sabeka so na KGL story na and also was Supreme. The next one the Ghanaian Points and only the newspaper no the Ghanaian Points story ID kaka ho asem Yura less Apau Daddy ya bono Osahine Star of Okre and also a year at 2026 Edu Chrome Ujra Festival and Yura Alex Apau modern bar all bontino Okre and ya bono ya bona baso se obono homode ewo KGL ohwe adwuma o ya enya asem kitu akra. The next one the publisher Ghanaian publisher and also no the front page say Ken can lead NPP to victory. Dr. KK Sapon edia tuja say Ken Akompre ko Japan can lead NPP to victory. So na front page na NPP race 118 former candidates endorse Dr. Bawumia. Ira Alex Daddy are trendy because ne obon ho modern KGL ho and also a front page of the publisher. The next one the custodian or say Bawumia is NPP's best for 2028. Parliamentary candidates Makuma 118 and 2024 no and now omo de atuja say Yura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono and the right person for the 2028 presidential elections no inti no omode atuja and no the last one custodian any di wie na ye newspaper no de esi ye betwa so upcoming programs baso NPP UK upcoming programs baso NPP UK programs NPP UK programs na otwe wie ampaye bedwa we yenko Birmingham chairman one in town Nyankopon ya adoma Birmingham chapter ebe ye omo meeting omo face to face meeting Nyankopon ya adoma 7 February 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. ɛna chairman one inter ne Birmingham chapter ɛbɛyɛ meeting so mato nsa frɛ NPP UK nyinaa ne ɔmo wɔ around nyinaa sɛ ɔmo mfa ɔmo animonyam mɛtae ɛyɛ program n'akyi ɔmo meeting a ɔmo bɛyɛ nyankopɔn yɛ adom a ɛyɛ 7 February nti nyankopɔn yɛ adom a chairman one in town no ɛne Birmingham chapter to nsa frɛ obiara NPP UK nyankopɔn yɛ adom a ɛnya asɛm ketewa ɛwɔ NPP UK chairman Kingsley Edumata Japan ɛda no of Ake ɛne the executives ni nyinaa to nsa frɛ NPP UK nyinaa sɛ momfa mo animonyam mɛta ɔmo akyi na nyankopɔn yɛ adom a yɛn nyinaa yɛhyia wɔ Domino Center Wood Green 5:30 p.m. sharp na program na start ɛwɔ Wood Green Domino Center nti ɛto nsa frɛ NPP UK nyinaa NPP UK or chapters mako 19 yes 19 to 20 be information so the chapters in UK north south east and west chapters so na Manchester Leeds Hull Birmingham Bristol Telford Luton Reading Milton Keynes Northampton Nottingham ni nyinaa yɛhyia ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Domino Center Wood Green na wɔtwe yɛ awura mu yɛ ne mpanyinfoɔ the branch executives bedi nkɔmɔ ahoboabo a wɔn ayɛ for the branch meeting a ɛba so the first meeting of the year yɛ ne mpanyinfoɔ bedi nkɔmɔ yɛ the branch deputy organizer Kimpopo bedi nkɔmɔ saa so na yɛ ne other chapter executive branch executives the women's organizer and the other executives yɛ ne wɔn bedi nkɔmɔ nyankopɔn yɛ adom a ɛyɛ week yɛ a yɛwura mu na wɔn ama yɛ ho preparation a ɛyɛ the branch no ɛyɛ de a welcome ɛyɛ chapters ni nyinaa yɛhyia wɔ ɛyɛ Domino Center nti wo baabi a wo bia wɔ UK no ntimi yi wo mfiri mu nyinaa yɛbɛhyia 18th Sunday 18th ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Wood Green Domino Center hɔ na da ne da nyinaa yɛyɛ meeting ɛne yɛ program akɛseɛ nyinaa nti wo yi wo mfiri mu a ɛnyɛ yie the next one ɛyɛ East London yes East London chapter yes East London chapter organizer Dr. Emmanuel Mensah Siedu ono na East London chapter organizer nyankopon yɛ adom a program was started last year Politics Without Borders no ɔtoa so afi a yɛwura mu yi enti no wato nsa frɛ one of the fantastic journalists in Ghana yes Dr. Kwame Dinkra ono na nyankopon yɛ adom a 29th January yɛbɛyɛ no Zoom Dr. Esiedu ene be moderator organizer for East London on be moderator na oto nsa frɛ obi bia na o say Ghana trimpo that program na so no say Ghana's media landscape and its democracy impact on democracy and politics. Ghana's media landscape and its impact on democracy and politics. Dr. Siedu Tonsa ni East London Tonsa fro BBS Nyankopon ya adoma. Onfa moni mo nyamra na me join on Zoom. Kwame Dinkra apotiti mati ene beba so. Yo, ye NPP no programs ebi koso wo ha enya asem ketwa ewo UK ha enya asem ketwa kra na Valentine ba Nyankopon ya adoma 14 February intino Cosmetics production minua ba nana ene Cosmetics ono ane da no promotion presente cocktail Valentine Nyankopon dinner dance cocktail Valentine dinner dance Nyankopon ya adoma 14 February Davison band for na eba abebo ntino hwe a enya asem ketwa kra Davison band na eba na omo aba abebo enya asem ketwa kra ntino take it no benya bi VIP no say 110 na standard ne 75 mo ye kuokuo na mo pese mo baso a group table no so no nipa 12 850 nya asem ketwa kra 7 p.m. na program na start dinner be start 7 p.m. ye be start program no 6 p.m. Sa time na red carpet ebeba so sa so na 7 p.m. na dinner start dia aka nyina no asanko a enti no pe take it na obenya bi wo event bright eso ewo ho enti nyankopon ya adoma Cosmex production Valentine's dinner dance eba so enti mo nyina mo nhye nenso na 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. ti mo mayen nhye nenso Davison band na ebeba bebo no kama muni mo address no ye bekọ akoye no Grand Safari Hotel Croydon nyankopon ya adoma address ne wo ho da screen so me da CP ye call the next one. The next program I eba so Ghana Union. The next program I eba so nipa mienu ene abo maba so Ghana female I abo mo aba so omo rise to the highest level Ghana High Commissioner Oba ena nyankopon adaroma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abona baswa afe ni enya first female high commissioner enti ekuo bi ewo London the National Congress of Ghanaian Unions the National Congress of Ghanaian Unions the National Congress of Ghanaian Unions in partnership of 10 Talents Global and Access Media invited the community now to gala reception 31st January and the National Congress and the Ghanaian Union ewo UK eto nsa frɛ Ghana fo nyina ewo UK se momra na momfa monimu nyam emeta dwumadi n'achi omo se nyankopon adaroma ma akukudam mienu a omo aba som Ghana nyankopon rise omo to the highest position Her Excellency Honorable Shirley Ayokobotwe ono na Secretary General for the Commonwealth ono ewo ho yabona baso a nyankopon adaroma rise first female sa so na first female a otimi occupy the Ghana High Commission ye maame High Commissioner ono so no Her Excellency Zita Benson ono so nyankopon ya adoma ya pagya no inti no the National Congress and the Ghanaian Union omo UK say omo ye gala reception the I recognize you omo abo abaso inti ano so beba so 31st January to be a channel so oko event brighter program no price no ye 35 a year pounds ubenya bi o scan code na ubenya ewo event bright no otimi akwakoto take it ni wo nti munyina ye channel so nyankopon ya adoma empanyifo eda saa dwumadi ya anim no ye ne ombekasa ene ombedi nkomo ombeba fia ene ya ba bekasa wo Bethel Radio and TV ti mo mayen channel so na de ewo ho no yo obetimi de o message aba ewo social media no so Facebook oko Facebook aye wo Bethel Multimedia ye wo ho oko Facebook aye wo Bethel Multimedia sa so na oko YouTube so a ye wo Bethel Multimedia and na TikTok so ye wo at Bethel Multimedia Studio obetimi de o message ene o course emre so a obetimi afre na wo de wo message so aba ewo 0754-834-2670 0754-834-2670 now the messages any o course nyina afa ho nti obetimi the messages so aba o Facebook making kan amamo saa so na o de ba YouTube so a eno so making kan amamo nti mo man hye ne so say e o social media ni nyina so all platforms so ubenya a Bethel Multimedia ewo so mami hwe se mo message ni bia aba na making kan o Facebook wo say pa Kofi ahen or say good job or hineba yo mami come guest so ene ampaye we dwa ofie ha menya panyini kese pa ofie ase or your former NPP Greater Accra Regional Chairman. And now say former National Second Vice Chairman. Se si a o UK ha. Na no ni enya nti ese o wie e wo Bradford University. Ye ni bedi nkomo o fi ha o te nchen asesi a. Era Samikrab.
Yes sir.
Ima wajuba Bethel Radio and TV so. Afishiapa.
Enkometu ye.
Yo. Aha aye Bethel Radio and TV. Aha ena UKT, aha na UK kasa. Aha Bethel aye adwumaku a ya nkasa ye hu nipa. East London chapter. Deputy Secretary Richard Ajare. Ena Mercy Dombo. Meka Mercy Dombo dia se onim Dombo baby e free. Nti one ne yire ena Nyankopon adaroma. Omo BA station se yemfansum NPP UK. Yemfansum NPP mine. Ni yemfansum Ghana nyina. Nti ye ma akwa ababa Better Radios.
Yo. It's aha e kama pa.
Okay.
Nti mo ya de.
Yo. Ira Samikrab na mote nkan former NPP National Second Vice Chairman. Ena yeni ni di nkomo. Ene yeni ni bedi nkomo bebre afa baby a. Chairman Mami Musa, how is it say waba na we engage the diaspora last time you say ye programs bebre akos wa mehu hall mi hu hall sa so na East London mi hu East London. I think say Metin Kings and they want to me anko, but what bao engage diaspora? How do you see it? How buy and send a hasity?
Diaspora de me share say many diaspora bache pa. Obekaya. Me a great Accra Regional Chairman before class me be a great Accra Regional Chairman kra na me ya de bia na me ni na ma senti. But me say bibia kosu ye de. Em say leadership no force. Mu chairman nso obo no modern pa me bo na baso me bo bia nso abaso se ade NPP UK de metumu se life abemu my ade mechia etiefo nyina nso
yo Chema Mami Musa why NPP Greater Accra Regional Chairman ena Orize ye Nyankopon ye wadom party for epija wa obeye second vice chairman. Mami Musa o political journey no in the NPP. Say ne shasiye any up to say obeye second vice no. Senate ye obetimi dia go through kakra.
Before 1992 no na me mami na ne hu dimupa.
Okay.
No one in fact, at that time now, before say can Greater Accra Women Organization who crap no a parliament through Ablekuma North.
Okay.
Hona yefien. Nti na me dinechi. Me uncle bakunso CS Crab. Also no Ablekuma Central. Later be Ablekuma Central MP. Nti me de na me didi omochi ne me wofa Abjire Blank semu. No na me hona me fedi room. But answer number be Greater Accra Regional Chairman. I'm the organizer of Ablekuma North. Nti my name, ward organizer, and I made name Musa. I feel so be kaya 1996 honum baby. Na Alliance for Change. Any organizer kumi preku. And also much me be mu ye me secretary for Alliance for Change Greater Accra. Nti na me ni omuna na ekoba. Na misusia na me ni nemu any din the way I agitate that na Rollins and na any eko demonstrations since anima nti emu na me fire na me win Greater Accra chairmanship no so that na me swapa nse me na the youngest chairman ever Jake Friso na me buy nti na me swapa na me ba na IS revolution be two establishment the FSU bia and I buy and I miss you me back with my ragtag army. So that Ghana me in Ghana na be me nam hase around that time na me Ghana International Airlines nti na most of the time na me ni Ghana so na organization na form no very solid in be do Accra no my come o my ready ni achie ni a campaign is and I win in answer and couple drama baby. Omo ni ball musuno na small boys no eba beji ade no. Nti na omo ye 3-man committee bi. Omo se on be vetting. Nti ye nyina ye happy. Ye ko ba ye de meti a ne say si omo a disqualify me. They say ye mami enko. Me face meti e na me fi say bia ya agro. Say me mami no person be come ye hu. Me campaign hu. Nso na me si debi ono aizo ni ma no bi omo ko ba ye nyina no. Omo atamfo bebre me pese ono no ode ni eyi ne musu e ba beta nti me ma ni ben me campaign kra onya me na me nko na me ko me campaign nti on na na no te hu e che me say what is say yes ya disqualify na me fi say bia ono person be rura campaign nti na oh yes I been feel no nti last minute na me ka say okay ma me we ma me ntie de o ka na me mbisa nti me friend na me ti say oh sa na yes omo disqualify me na nsem hu na gidi ni nemu sa until last minute on the day of election no and Ora Harina Seku former NPP national chairman oni Rita Sobayire is on no second national vice chairperson and omo buy no mo north no mo buy na sada na e wani mo no mo fa sa suspension team no mo kan say me nko and we need about 60% of the votes. They've been Greater Accra because Greater Accra we never win by 7-6-5-4. Into a campaign year pa, eba no so na, you know, tensions near yin so ye film. Me na later no na we running for vice chairmanship. And then so na meet Sweden honum baby. But all organizations were ground and here very different. First, I saw far down for so also genuine. I saw me run pim. Now into a no na. Ebe win second vice chairmanship. And after that, in there, say me sure so ebe drew her.
At a point in time, in your career, you were suspended from the party. And your party is here.
Oh, Santa Academy was Sweden. So me running for second national vice chairman. Krana me to Sweden. Me name Busha for. Nti na me takoba nti ubeti say ntokwa nyama esi nyama ya discuss nyama ya agree no na ebi nso akọ present ade no say ade a ANC ye na chairman ni Kwabena Japan so mo akọkọ ye nyama nti the meeting and say you see ya suspend Polafoko any Ora Polafoko, any Kwabena Japan. Dignity and I say, oh, some way there, no way. It doesn't make sense because in 2008, there 11 independent candidates in Ashanti region. And a higher party in Aka who be near lose election. Intinami were them honum be, I'm a Greater Accra regional chairman. And the share I can say no, I say I amend the constitution, say yeah, a bed in pass a 2 bisaba. Crawford to me free baby are suspending Crawford because I know a lot of problems about Ashanti region at that time. Into Pia and say answer na a be with say a bit obi atu no so aba answer na be yi na free hono. I say enya be 2/3 of delegates no mutu no so aba no.
Yeah.
Na no so a tall order. Na no crab answer na be share say crap no. I say onya 40% of omo a omutu no so aba into ora Polafoko de Kwabena Japan. Then say I go back to Tamale. Oh, you got Tamale after 40%. Ne I got Tamale. You got Tamale in so. Na just say I got to abano. It is a 2/3 can say omunko aromako. There's nothing like indefinitely suspending elected officers because yes, I na just say 2 biso aba. Na nkofo biso got them no suspending indefinitely. So mo to every hono. Inti ha me para me no. I say follow constitution because na me obi. And I amend it and I didn't send beba because you two biso ba na we two to me tuna. As a sign pano and I say who send a signal a man Crawford say I dare we crab and say usika because who say wadaji and usika now kotina honuma ubi I said beauty Accra or no crown or beyond Greater Accra dano or no akotina hono na chesosi we two. Intebedu baby na Crawford moon no MPP and I say Crawford moon yedu emba embeji leadership no. At the end of the day, the one say leadership na very weak. Inti we nyina aka ho bi. And I amend this our constitution. I'm a hobby. Into way the
suspension on na emfa on kra na on ka ho na
no na me ka ho.
Okay.
Na me ka na me say me pen na me no mo say ye fiso. Into me kai pass me call radio so and me can say meeting. I don't move for meetings. I me say me call meeting because now Ora Freddie madam for pa no me even me corporate lawyer. Me company no me corporate lawyer. And they say, and yeah, downfall. But the omo ye no ebe ha part in dachi. Inti ora afraid meeting, I see me to committee because me recognizing no as chairman of NPP. Inti no and almost you no sad the any almost suspend me. Inti koe by. And at the end of the day, no almost suspend me indefinitely. Now me feel say it was a wrong thing. By the way, I hear me and I'm a kuntia. Wait, my minka because some kaya old former Brogan half region about 300 polling station executive score across the country. Almost suspend the constituency chairman because at the end I say up me lead ATI into almost suspending go for now 40 to hold on this prayer committees. No answer almost suspending go. I say we at in Sembeba. Until at the end of the day, a weekend significantly. But boy juma pa into structures no were there. And in my view, no, any core near winning 2016. So to me, and sustaining structures and need the unity because na part no tension a be money stress. And 2020 no no crapo no yenya majority of parliament. Honorable Siama NMIS no crapo no shede mudi no theater sa inti me feel say sisi aye problems say wo sisi ano ni nyina obetumi atrese ni nyina akọ tama omo attack constitution because it brought about weak leadership and our leaders are omo ndo party and our leaders are sebi omo mbu omo because obu wa won say sika and compel leadership but we need to restore that back because MPP no sha ase no na yes sika sem na ekun ehu ye obi a two silver collection po ye ko rally na ye di chance esi hodum nti ye ko rana na di sika etu silver collection nti ye boy hu modern na say ade akoye bibi fufuro because and yeah about the love for the party is about who I will support say yeah ye ko ba power the mimenya about me obi a nwen party ho na sa na edikanfo no yanka yenya party ya yenye so we need to restore it and build it better.
Yo Mami Musa we say what lesson ade adisuade na wanya every a year the see anymore with your experience koba ya suspend you no ade adisuade na wanya every mo
the mechanic say
onya experience bi wo man
benya bebre but emphasis reinforce me beliefs bi o say me say bi sha say ache me ni na mu o na party de oni nam na de huji party mu a ye be didi watem ye be didi wase say me say kan Greater Accra Crapo no omo so ma disqualify me ye ma me nrani me be di Greater Accra chairman Crapo no omo so be impeach me me ni omo feel so sa nti me free mu no na ma ben Inti everybody say in sem starting say say boba no me hu ye because my family because I'm so experienced in the party say me hu say ade no ba me hu say 10,000 miles away crap me hu say ade no ba but unfortunately no so unya nkrofo a omo ye very good people very accomplished and everything but omo femu da omo tumi tena ho sa ma sem no be to omo na sem na ayonya. So I say because sometimes political party management experience is so very important. Unibia maybe so. Na maybe there I feel so obi no kan kakra na obi din san obi bia na waja bia na tension untumi manage nyame yie because who thin skin but say wa femu yie pa na man for dufu sa you realize a prepare for the next day. Inti me the make say answer no obi be kwa di regional chairman. Say This had the pan one manage constituency that. I mean, I said what fame be that. We did the next day and I said what fame because chrono. I feel na share democracy na say. Inti ni school ayeko to go and learn leadership in the context of Ghana politics. Inti party mo ni yeshen sadie. Oh, inti yese yetu yabune building from one step to the other. Esa utumi tension cry ba obetumi diffuse tension no. Because ese bi okọ school no ko sua yo. Ye di ayawuda, usu di ayobi da. Ye didi waseda, ye twawuda, ye didi watem we femu still uwomu. Inti emau enya the kind of experience that we here to manage political parties. So why a MP da? It doesn't mean that you have political party management experience. There are two different things altogether. Why a minister da? It doesn't mean that you have political party management because we be NDD wa attempt that. Police station ni bi an kam kwasa 7 chire wo da. Oh, and to me manage regional chairman da omo ahom tipa. To be able to drive and lead them along and build alliances and rise above petty. I want to go back and say, she has said, yeah, you feel see, and me out to see politics is sanity. Feel see, and me out to. It's not about you, the piano. It's all put up a good face and then hold yourself.
Yo. I was for a year.
Hey, my man, yeah, send me a granny. Young grand for a see. To be a man is annus titus. It is here. No famo do na miamo. Why that?
And cradia minty. It's the okay.
So we are Bema. And so to me meow too. So just Bema and you just say the Biana own Tokwada things can they be a own how no. Inti did it in Crawford platforms or mema.
Yo, the chairman Mami Musa way I was for chairman Samikra, former NPP second vice chairman Yanini Dim Komo ewo Bethel Radio and TV. Chairman Mami Musa way into fee say in our politics NPP no internal discipline no ebwa ma party no etumpo ana say epejanimo.
Yeah, definitely. I mean discipline there. There's obia enim there so ye. I was sorry so obekwa ko ye. Say obi etiane na so crowd hu be che no. Because discipline on him there so ye enyina ye move towards a common goal. Into discipline they are very important. Maybe I may come in training of so one thing and say a corner got two for so aba. Say nipa no ebi krapo a yen training ni da. And I walk off a post no. Into party na nkasa no. As a party need to be training executives no constantly. Don't move the way I hear. Say we are not talking about Ayoko Botchi. And because say tamami a greater Caribbean chairman Ayoko Botchi a MP or wager. Into meaning ye juma. Okay. Tamambe a regional chairman no. Na some of the MPs no gangi up some to me. So as I begin in episode discover na ye am be film unti gidi. Into Ayoko Botchi was one of the MPs. Now, at the end of the day, or no cooperate with Yang moving forward. You're known in the chairman, they were very close on a pacheno and how to get many of those things done. Now, near your training executives every week. So let's say this week, you're training 5 executives from all the constituencies. Now the next week, the executives in Can't or trade fair near training. Into the first set of training, can you imagine all former Greater Caribbean chairman, did national chairman, and omo retire, yen for how to manage the party and then understand the constitution. Na plenary session, it kabum trade fair na we be a friend of Dr. Roger Cranty, no ono gimpa. How to manage the business of the party, accounting books, human resource management. Ye chess anemo nyina. Inti akobo chekra no onusu baby. Ebe ma speech. Ebua how MP executive relationships, how to build that. Yeah, to me, you're trading with there continuously. Because me free kwashiga mo kwashiga was not an armchair organizer. These days, it is a national organizer, not Odirani Metechi. Can you imagine Kwashiga Aodi Aliu Mamechi, INMC? It doesn't work that way. As an organizer, we are field marshal. At the end of the day, you are in the command and control center and organizing everything. The discipline is very important. Now, discipline comes with structure. I say any structure. A constitution, so a constitution, the way it's here, a bit directing how to deal with ourselves and how to cooperate. Into a big now or attack constitution now. Ebia ene nipa ne wadanfo. Ebia ubenya bibi free the oyen. But at the end of the day, I can assure you that when the constitution is attacked, confusion basic. If not today, it will be tomorrow. It is discipline paramount.
Yo, Mami Musa way or can discipline as them. How do you see it, the discipline aspect in freedom of expression in the party?
Buzi aneka na sense. Democracy is when one man can disagree with everyone and go home feeling safe. Nipa baku obetumi gina honom. E facing crofwa keka kana dwen ayede so peye. Okofie nso a say invisible forces ebeko akoye akokroso no.
To balance in saying.
Inti eso be to be kasa. There's now why are you afraid of people talking? I witnessed time musana me by NPP mo before 1992. I witnessed in Koda Omujina Ayalajete Mwene Didiomatem. Nothing happened. Why are you afraid? And I make us say, if you don't have thick skin, but that is the politics.
Is it the way you say because penini no umu penini na o kasa
so
na o che wa adwene nti no wan fa bu ani die ama penini no.
And the free politics no. Alajete kana say politics no. Political party. Obi a wumbi. Akronfo. Korinsanfo. Weefo. Obi a sikafo. Ehiafo. And you be an and obey adwin. You have to develop the capacity. Any systems to me absorb sa na mano. Sa say obi akan bibi etia we akan bibi etia no. Hey, master. I've seen things so.
I can't politics.
Yes, I can't politics no. Because it's a one to me I'm being one. Now NDC need to do what obey permanent free party man. Say NDC need a drew say ye koye election no jina wenim no obebo asuma obeka say me you with the free party no and also be in the free Ghana. So you must be prepared for many of these things. It doesn't harm. If the party is strong, it's a party near very strong, not discipline. People will speak their minds. At the end of the day, they will unite. Because at the end of the day, you say party no ko ne ko dikunu a omu dia kakre wo no omu nsabeka. Na sa dia ka say obi akoka we tia we obi akoka say ni yi nti wu yi na di wu suspending no for where. It doesn't work that way because political party me dem ntia you. Ebi mo ho no ma omunti party ase. 3 minus 1. Or in about 3 minus 1 is not equal to 5. Aramibwa.
Yeah.
So what 3? Now you back from 1. It's not possible. In the politics, mathematics, you will lose. Because Ghana no obia will vote. I don't know share. No more show. Me kai pa time I share part we asi. Remember example. Ura Ashite, former Greater Accra Regional Chairman, former regional minister, Wewu, Wenyan baby. Ni pe was a do sa ne ayokobotri kra. Ni eninam. And he didn't call from one place to the other to put her in place. Ashite, yeah, Shana. Also not or disco. This is more friends and club. They be disco. No ejuma Accra brewery. Niti wukra yakodine echo recruitun. Those times ne ye recruiting crop for integrating crop for e moving crop ye infrim. They say ade obia since ade ni see no. Afoko mun sem ni yen sem ni see no. Every time bia first reaction is take somebody out of the party. How can you build?
Yes.
How can you build by removing?
Chairman, say, nipa ni bi also a omo adwen say ebegu aigu. Ono aye na adwen say ono a party no say ade party ne ye obeka ho asem no nka. Say ni nyina so come back to indiscipline. Ti say o ka say eno nti unyi nipa ni mfiri mu a na anase ontwe na so a na che say also no support to indiscipline in the party.
But what has it got to do with you? Indiscipline is discipline is enforced through a system. Now what if I want so be akodi do whatever and say there's a system in place. Our constitution actually require faso. Why don't you allow that system to work? Into your internal procedural justice system must work. Now Nipana will say he's being fairly dealt with. In any case, Sani Panokrapwa or as a partner and identity and I said in Pano partner say. My more example, 2024 election, 2024 election, Ashaiba. Na me vote to Ashaiba. And I me work conscious and I me share 2024. Ashaiba, on the day of election, now half of the polling stations, yenya nipo mamun kotena honum. Na Ashaiba, first omu ka say ombeji 500 Ghana. NSO yenibi yenya maun. Ema mamu 350. And later you say who ya actually and you say mamu 500 Ghana. Omusu omunji. Party no kromu ye juma party mbio. The question is, how did we get there, Ohiniba? How did we get to a point where we be say party no? They say the person feels say ya exclude no. They say party no e koso na ye ya onya free enfrim. But so GD pass a party e wo homa ye nyina. And there's no way we be say or say party or make sure say party no enko power. On a budget. You have to go to the bottom of it. Why? Identity na nipa no e behave the way I behave. Na say obi etino ya discipline no. Your disciplinary committee, your processes. I say nipa film. Once the process is fair, the person will be dealt with. Now discipline nankasa no correctional. It is not to throw the person away. It is to try and see how you can reform the person and bring the person back. Of course, there will be some 0.002% graphobia. That's a different matter, an outlier. So I say. But the parties do not operate by just throwing people out because of discipline. Discipline is also a way of strengthening. Men share discipline as bibi ayedi ni pedi. Discipline, a bar, an system. The reform nipa. Look at it that way. Don't look say obiye bibi I mean because you did because suspended. No. That's not discipline. At least as I joined the party and as we went on, that was not discipline at all. Because if that was discipline, let me tell you something today. Tamakufo winning the primaries 1998 no. Nanado ne lose ye. Nanado any nkrofo nyina omu dwae. Even sorry no krapo no Thanksgiving service omo anko. Omu nyina ba down to Accra. And omu started say omu ye nama etia Kufo. Now at the point in time they wanted to even impeach Kufo. Omu so emumu oniska Nanado ne uska. Ade ye flag bearer. Owura Kufo Concordia obekaya. Concordia party ni kradi ye candidate ho. Or they did call court. Alaje teni Nanado were the lawyers prosecuting Kufo. Miami Wolf Ajiri Blanks on the Jaya Kasa with NPP. Because Kufo had been elected as the flag bearer. It's Sembebri. After the election, in fact, 3 months to the election, and another crowbar campaign, no on him, one journey campaign. And obey a press conference, woman checking in, obey remote. I didn't know we need that. But Kufo winning year, look at what happened. Indeed, we should be said Daviama. Now, if you Ajiri Blanks, Tama Kufo si or Wakoyeno, Greater Accra Mayor no. Jake Mu, near it a boa for Momuso Mumpeni because the idea or mono. Omum penny and mano and be depost or Kufa by him. Kufo and Fium, Kufo a pesika. And I could call AMB and I could hear making sure pass. Or no, I say, I buy more Jake war one side, Aitebu for one side, Efo Tomi on one side, against their own friend and president. Efo Tomi no is a presidential advisor. Omusi Kufuor didn't know what he was doing. Kufuor yes, Eddie. I only Okojom Piano, Omu yeah, the Ajiri Banks Esisu as mayor. Kufuor wanted to send a message. The fact that they're against me and talk against me doesn't mean say I should exclude them. Nanado, they say Attorney General, SABA Foreign Minister. Kwabne Japan, a spokesperson.
No, a campaign manager for Nanado.
Na Ajiri Blanks Nanado campaign manager.
Okay.
Kwabe Japan a spokesperson.
Okay.
Media Kufuor and the press secretary as a ordinary call Castle Honum. Daviama no otro weekly articles. Daviama from Dimples Junction against Kufuor Kufuor no call. Sorry, no MC. Okoye no effort to me nyina organize so mum penny over their dead body. Omo ma assembly for no anto amada Daviama Kufuor efa na odi no ko share National Media Commission say ho dey nto nipa so aba. You understand? Alajete Kufuor is speaker. So we have to learn that political party no is not about you and wo bia and we nyina and mani panin kanadwin because o kanadwin na and obehu na adwin. Wo honadwin a na you even the disciplinary process no e dey reclaim na nipa na and obehu say e be send signal come nkrofo say wo party ni de nkrofo to me ka omadwin. You are able to manage people. One nepa share. Say kon say nipa no ye corner ntumi ye no hwi krapo. A system na ye nipa. So obi ti ho no now yin nkrofo free platform so. It doesn't make sense. You don't do that. There's no process. What is the process? My process in bra. Say near you be free so. What is the process? Let me understand the process. On Canadian. And mom, the people who should refrain from getting out there and becoming factional. Executive, you're too so about executive there because you have a responsibility.
Yeah.
But common floor members, they say to me, can you drink? Buzi and can.
So be a Timmy can drink.
Buzi, I say, since Papa could be did you be at them or coffee so feel safe. That's Buzi's definition of democracy. These days, we are behaving some way. That made the party strong. Until when we were in opposition for 18 years, we were strong. Because ideas to me flow. Obi ensro or the two table no so. On pay bibi or be kanadri. At the end of the day, you will reconcile because we are there for the common good, and that's the whole thing.
Yo, Mami Musa, we the party 2024 election you call you call nyoma office if election you call nyoma bi amwa ma yentime ndi nkunim ne specific say Ghana for the 2 million be my oba omo amfa ma ye. In the party, how are we going to rebuild the party to recapture power 2028?
One of the things is the internal justice procedural system. They say, I know, ye pay the bahat, suspending the bahat. Asema Kojo Bekakoye, the same Asema Kwame Musu. Same fan say Kojo ni Kwame Akoye, the same thing. No, they are suspending Kojo, down Kwame, they are protecting. It's any wrong signals. Even a primary system, a system is so corrupted. The last primaries na in Crawford TV so police station executives no more critical. Inti mi ma me credo so ekwakoto aba no since I mean one brave is coming to workers are grow. Oh never channel. People are upset. Those things signal the wrong things. Oh, UK has a more one member, one vote. One member, one vote should be implemented across. It will not only bring us money, it will bring more people into the system. I feel so now because all card-bearing members of good standing, good standing is consistently over a certain period. Apart from that, to be a that person is more likely than not to go and bring people to come and vote for you. Oh, we should be looking at many of those things. And if it's one son over winning election, now what campaign power or anybody who be you have to campaign. And yes, You will campaign. You will reason with people. You build campaign structures.
Say party adwuma no unisika nya dia obiti my chairman.
Politics unisika unto me.
Yes.
Into you and I say wuna esa woska. Resourcefulness. Donald Trump kra resisika. Donald Trump kra unto me ono no also woska no. Ono kra resisika. Resourcefulness. Into ye won krofo sa de party always in yeska. But Sikano should not go to certain individuals or set up enterprise. You're wrong. Sikano call into building the structures, into driving the things that politics in here. You push your ideas, you have a system, your voting, your protection, those kind of things are being here. Say, a do general election. No, it may do. Say, I know you produce even very weak MPs. Because MPP was strongholder because all he has to do is to make sure so when you see no akoto the delegates. Oto delegates in ya no akọ. Odru hon manani yedi. General election crap because he is stronghold be femu. You see a national leader na akoye some way. One partial. Into say my politics in here very competitive even at the primary level. Na nkrofo into me and politicky rather than going to buy votes. And no my party no we need to deal with that particular thing. In Tisika politics they obey Hisika. But yeah, they're different. Yeah, they say some individuals be. Delegates in Crown Tia delegates say, kwako jinemu amami. Me delegate to wako jinemu. Omudru on manomato, the officer yomu. And you are supposed to reflect the way in Crawford or more with Chino edging. That's the way it works. Delegate system, no American delegate system. You were delegates, not delegates now represent the whole state. That's what they do. Or more electors. America elections, no, and yeah, 4th November, no, and a year who win now. January 4th November, they elect delegates. But who says our delegates now all corner. You are very sure says our delegate or qua or children crofon adjin. Intina ye 4th November now, which me declare say we are winning. Because there's no way Obia Wako General as delegate as state not to say you are my electors. Go to the electoral college in January or America. Say go and express the will of the people in my state now. You get my point? It doesn't work that way. We need to say the Adena microphone we need to reclaim it and restore it. So that nobody represents anybody. Among for directly, no matter to Amaba. And no.
You, Chairman, for a year, Chairman Sami Crab, a year former NPP National Second Vice. And I need Komo or better and Komo better radio and TV. Chairman Mami Musao, as a former chairman, what you to say there are some issues, cracks, kakrabi, ewo party nim. As a former chairman and elders of the party, no, a dear quine na mube faso ana se mube ya a bit me aboa amasa anyo mani na to a chana party, no, afan and to my pefra.
Okay. What's it cracks? This is a structure. Yeah. See, let's go down to foundation because one free. And answer na say answer na who obe crack. Na she say I say honum.
Bibi wo.
Thank you. Inti yen kode ko bisa say ada intina she say ade yeah factionalism no. Akoye cult. Say factions. There's nothing wrong with a faction. If people can group. Na omo group, no more associate, no more caucus around ideology. There's nothing wrong with that. It is when they caucus around personalities, and it is handsome, eba. It is serious matters, eba. So Argentina nipa they don't they caucus around individuals and not around the party as was so before. So I say. Mimi feel say my cancer there was a didija. Obiani honuma on seeking interest. You see, first law of nature is self-preservation. So because of Dogana cry, Or Ghana, because at the end of the day, you say Ghana, on super personal beginning.
Interest
it's about interest. Everything in this world is about interest. Don't kid yourself. Until you recognize this about interest. That is when you sit down and say, okay, or about interest in there. Where's interested there? Now, nipa interest. Look, me who uncrofo, I will be a friend no Nima. Very funny day. Oh no, ni interest na ni say. Obenya we. Ingbomo. Sani friend. Oh ne pa che no. Inti ono no mpe e post on hwehwe post mpo. On hwehwe bibia nothing. Obo be dede loko ni ma no di NPP anim ono won interest. Me hu nkrofo ti say asare pay or ono so em se benya ni baby. Asare pay or o sika pa that time lotto asare pay or lotto. O ma yesika. Ono no odi yaw, oni de to odi yaw. Say I party na ba power no. Even say ye dinner mpo a ye invite no. It sounds crazy. But no so any interest. If you want some room, a man or more copy. Any interest, because I copy mamma man. But you say, Obi an that Obi per minister, Obi per MP, Obi pay, Obi our interest. It is a CSA party in a year. Na party ni jina hodma. The party will identify everybody's interest, no matter how varied it is. A very difficult thing to do, but it's been done before. And I think so the Obi no. Then you find a way to make sure that the person gets it. Now, so there a party na. So being san kani di ene nempoa. Onim se party ni di enwu. Sami krabe to me watch na. But party ni di ebe wohono. It is a party no. Emma promise na. Sa ni pa no owere shem se so enye bi mpoa. The next time no. Ebedu no so because system wo no. Se bia owu mpoa. Ni yire ni mba ni ikrapo no. Ejuma wa bama NPP nti one day se ni baby a scholarship work or baby a system na nka san kra let me recognize say oh esimesi a we wukoi ni beni nti ni pa no kra na abo yes ah amanfo beku ama party no one year ni sa amanfo beku ama individuals because individuals no na betumi amom say rehyem say bibi free mu ba on benye bi no omo nipa no enwi ni primaries na yi no o make sure say party no because we be any mom say me ko support candidate A. Now when we near na candidate B, ebi a me kwa support say me ma candidate A zun say me support no pa me didi ni part time me yi ni pe free platform me hear all those kind of things. Na candidate and win na candidate B win ya. Na ko yasem because the way I mean yeah no. Intimate to me enko candidate B side crap enko support no. Wa for general. Me ko ye crap wa here crap we the power no crap be you super na tia me. Intimate yeda. Me making sure the party no can because it is not in my interest. Says our candidates now or winning primaries no should go through. But when everybody believed, say Odoi Sykes, any Kufuor, they set up a system. A man Kufuor AGD say you win. It doesn't matter whether you fought Kufuor or you you get something. Oh, they see it. Now already be a friend Clifford Abuaji. Now you call it chairman. Oh no. Say close call last minute. Omodi policy in the bar say Omo obi a onyen training. Engineer in any of the constituencies along the coast. Obi anko no crew monko ye. JM James na amu koy. JM James na tin kran pra se me. Omo nyina kokokoko. No kopa on post baby. And a policy party no. And a Clifford Abuaji onyen training. So kan kran se me. 4 months to as a 3 months to election. And nobody consider say Clifford chairman doing cool because Sadia way dear the party has to do that. Clifford everyone can say so would ye power would ubenya post so I say ubenya post in the Clifford Abuaji or train ho and a far ni adumante and I know adumante eko jina clote call it. In 3 months, I said then, because of a Juma Clifford Abuaji, yeah. Because Clifford Abuaji, yeah, you need free honor. She said, on one case, I train. God name say, it is about the party. Party new winner. You'll be rewarded.
Yeah.
And when the party won, Kufuor, yeah, the chairman of Road Safety Committee. Kufuor is the chairman of Road Safety Committee. That's what Kufuor did. Because the party, or those sides, all they had come together to sit down and talk to him. Chairman of Road Safety Committee, chairman of Bana Police Nijinechi. Na nsenya na atu former Central Regional Minister Atuata. And only dinkomo, ne dinkomo. And also, onu krampo so sada up peso parliament. And I go for country and say no. A short sign. Because party in the policy and say as a park we say indo. You pushing, say yeah, party no will look like for Ghana. That's the policy. Now on the country inside. After that, no, you be sure. After that, say man post. Deputy regional minister. No, can you say those were the times that people had confidence in the party. So let's go back. Let's rebuild the party. The internal procedure system. The party says to me sustainable. Says the party lose power. And when such news comes out, why and a bit to Obama because who train ako power me boa ako wiaga ne sika because who need power who need sika. These all have implications. We need to be looking at all of these things. Now, to do it, it's not just having ideas, but to have the experience. How the say a pattern. It requires a lot.
Chairman Sami Crab, a year NPP former second vice, any Dim Komo, Bethel Radio and TV. Chairman Mamimuza 2028 election. We share vote a lose year over 2 million. Now, Ufi said there was a disconnection between the party faithfuls. No Mufi say Omonya or party mana no more Casano and no Kahun and Namasa any Pananko Anko to about 2028.
2024.
Sorry.
Okay. Ushe results now. We analysis now. Mahama increasing the votes by 1.2%. 1.2%. She say votes are Baumia enya votes are nananya 2020 and Obiti Mahama. Even upon population growth rate, Baumia enya nanado votes na onya 2020 na and Obiti Mahama 2024. It is 2 million a protest vote. A young crowfwa, Nyama ye no, a young time. A young crowfwa, they don't want to, especially our middle class. They said they don't want to hear about us. Yeah, we are not the NPP they knew. Analysis, said intellectually, we are different. We are not that kind of, they don't even recognize us anymore. Now, Google says, Ghana middle class. Between 43 to 46%. Ma, and this is work of middle class. But omunkoe, they're in a holding. I am here, ombeko forever. Some middle class, omu and omu chiamu. But fortunately, omanko NDC, most of them, omanko. Because Mahama increased by only 1.2%. And if Baumia had the votes Nanado Nyaya in 2020 and go win here. So the party can be brought back. We need to do Nyama ebe attracting Crawford. Oh, ne party Nyama man Crawford who say we are a party. We don't get ourselves involved in all kinds of stuff. We see the corruption tag a boy. Nyama be intolerance. Oh, sorry, I was suspended by heart and that kind of thing. The party is gone. Party of Isubako is not coherent. Nobody is managing anything. Everything is gone. Before they can answer, so we need a think tank. So they had think tanks. They had people who were doing the thinking. And then there are people who were doing the footwork. And that is what the NPP has been known for. Unless and until say ebe akọ siesie party na party na ejina honoma ebe ye din pa menu abema say microphone beba. Now we should be very careful because they say they are in holding omunya nkoe obeka say omu ewu omunya ndu samakrum omunya nkoe Inti, you're making sure say you be change your ways. Say yeah, omunko na ombe back. I say if we're able to do that, I don't see why we can't win 2028. I don't even see why. We can win 2028 very easily because the numbers were protest. They just refused to go. They want to show us something. And we haven't learned. I mean, the entire American say 2024, November, December 7. And you go by election, Ablokuma North. Me, yet is South Odoko Estate. South Odoko Primary 2 and 3 polling station. In your 9 votes.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this in your 18. I mean, my example here. 18. Me mami kura hu mami we nyi sese a. I say and me kura me fie for nyina kra ko yanka say nya more than 9 votes maamo. So we have a problem. So people close to us, watch, they are staying away. Between December 7, no demonstrations, Ghana for no munim de amuya no munye no muye. Omuti say ka say omunim de amuya ka no modwa. No modwa mbo. Uko Ghana, for Ghana na we embe na wa. Among for dwan pa. Now modwa more because they think we haven't learned the lesson, we are taking them for granted. Inti Ablekuma North at the end krana, we already had 113 out of 15 as a 16 polling station. You lose in your It shows you say Ghanaians are even getting more and more fed up.
They were telling us something.
And they when you are in Ghana, they tell you, you are not listening. It's as if we are in some holding ADB. Say people are telling us that you don't listen, but they haven't gone. Let us begin to listen. Let us begin to clean ourselves so that we don't send signals that we are corrupt. Let us not go and support people who are being said to be doing galamsey because Ghana for galamsey or be galamsey. If there's an individual now you see wakoye galamsey no NPP near. As individual MPP people, I say but to take the party and marry the party to that person, it's going to damage everybody. We have to learn. Because Ghanaians, if I galamsey the tools who are the tag no a boa. No, you are finished. And the party is carrying itself. Now, galamsey tag nimboyana. No. Corruption. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But you don't know what is going to happen. Ghanaians perceive say, yeah, friends and family, and we are corrupt. Let's step back. Let's not go and put ourselves in the middle of people's personal Debbie. Because it's a party. Political party. It's hold the unity and then the sanctity of the party. No, yen preserve bema. Oh, na yen ko na in private yen ko in panache. Me say amiti hey. Atamos ba no. Or because or chimi tumu. Yeah. Osima causing financial loss to the state. There were individuals who came to help my cause, but not the party. Party amba. Bejina mechi. And ye press conference the Sami Crab, Kojon Pieni, Anani, Jambafo, Akoto say, ye ko. No. Ye court na. Nanado beba, we kufo beba, only bachelor. And you never court, but not the party. People as individuals came to the place. At the end of the day, I mean, say, I'm coming to. If I'm winning case, we crap against someone human rights. Answer na ye call fully, you know. Same it here. So what I'm saying is, and I respected that. Say party no protect the party no. Protect the party no. Me masem. The asem up to me so. Inti as individuals you can come and support me, individuals, but don't ever do that. Now who crap who on my who corner who free party ni so on better you know. Then you are not a proper party person because I'm not talking about a theory. Me. You can Google, you cheat me. Me, you cheat me. Atamos. Let me call BNI local me. Could you piano you are inviting? So we are losing something. Yeah, say the assembly too will be our party na your name. But that's the whole thing. You have to be professional. You have to be professional. So ye juma wo Vodafone. Na send two bia. Vodafone company go jina ne panachi. Obesuma say bia. Obeboa from, but they can't take the party. It's the party. We have to understand. A party, no. Inti yes sir. Yes sir. Man for be said then we are condoning corruption. What if nipa no call the nutum? Not just a party, no. What were we doing?
Inti uzuzu say ese obinya asema ni kwa se party na ye kukuru party ni na akota.
No. And I'm saying it as obi a ye de nutum. Me inti ase because mitia. It was very clear. So I said, we're not calling the party to come and support us. So I said, no. It is made clear to you. As an individual, but say, the party no.
Chairman, Mami Musa or personal experience. Yes, I also won't feel say as a party not neglected.
And now you're matured. You're matured. Because the first thing you should do is to protect your party. I say, Yabecho, you don't pull your family. Uba no you want to distance. You protect them. That's what you do. Until we are matured. Send me say, I was not upset. Send me party still. Because me TDA and I say, at the end of the day, party no is supreme. You can't bring the party to your level. And I'm saying this as Obia wafemuda. And so Obia, what's your no kasa keke? Obia wafemu. Yachino. Ye. And I understood it. And the party behind the scenes gave me so much support. Like I was telling you, the Echo Court, near Jina Kota, Akufo-Addo baby, in his personal capacity. Akufo-Addo baby. But the party chairman never even attended. Because party chairman never. That's a party never. Is that not enough support for you? It's enough support. But the party has to always go one course, say the person is innocent until proven guilty. We, the party, we believe in rule of law. We will not condone political persecution. Munko na munko mbanuko dimra. But se muye se muko ye idea ene political. Ye bebem. But se ade you see a criminal case. Okay, fine. Mumfa nunko na ye hwe. Ne party na yinu hwe mu. Now one kasakra, you need to protect your party. If you are matured. When you are matured, Debbie, if you are matured, no.
Yo, Chema, Mami Musa we meko Facebook mako redeem comments kakra or Francis Abuaji or say or share from Leicester. So na Kwame Aqua or say totally truth told. My big brother Chairman Sami Crab and Francis Abuajina or say, please ask him if he believes in the saying of Edubuahin. Once a leader is selected in a party, we all speak the language of leader, Professor Edubuahin. And on Francis Diaba a Facebook. Making come message na abano ewo a YouTube ne TikTok no so no. Na chairman, mamimra obium. E kwan ben na yebe faswa. You beat me a prepare ni akwaji to me 2028.
Ghana, Yamami, Greater Accra, Yamami, 5 constituencies. Ablekuma South. Ubum Domiabra. If I make a force here, constituencies amount for mpe. Say offer constituencies. The BOB any call, Obia person call baby about me winning. No, I could no. I want a place I ain't to win. Ubum Domiabra. Ablekuma South. Grower. Offer constituency. Ashama. And other me who maybe if I me cutting out 37 days. I can show you on my phone. 37 days to election. Now, any plan, any strategic plan. Any strategic plan. Me na me call and I me call draw strategic plan mom. Obunimo. The experience though. But if you want to build a team, no person team no enkoko a. You need to bring the knowledge from omu nyina omu team. Na fa to krata bi so. Na ye nyina ye hwe. Na ye hu the way e be kon. Na ye action plan, responsibility matrix, objectives, yes say. D minus 37, yes say D minus 36, D minus 30, all the way to E. So a structured approach no money. Inti me ye mom. Only it was simple. It's name. Regional chairman should be. It's name. I block myself on tsunami team. And I'm on for Kasa. Na me tiodi. Say me more research background. And I'm taking notes. Inti omun sema omu kaye. Inkomo omu die. The way on person mu ye ni amano. And I'm organizing ni na. Work to krata so. And I'm doing more a strategic plan. All the way to budget. Budget no money me budget. Me budget no. It's me budget no with operations. No a campaign manager. It's me kono na kotena sne yes and me just push resources. Yes I am more prepare because can you say mu ye budget a e bet me akọ raise sika. Ye budget ni wi na me ni omu ko na ye ko pay sika because I don't know obi this scam because obi if say political party this scam man ye go di e di sidan. You have to approach them in a very transparent way. Now show mo say sika no de ko ye djuma. Nti ye ni nyina e na e ko raise sika nso ebe mu. Oh, I say Birmingham chairman said then I was pushing because Boom Domi Abra. I don't know which of the chapters that were responsible for Boom Domi Abra. Because the whole crap no na gala football and now I was communicating with them how to bring the resources. You're pushing yama. Oh, nepa no. And it's some lady be boating very finity. No crash. She was also down in Ghana. Okay. And then we're working to make it happen. Oh, it's a party no be here training constantly. You don't wait 3 months to the time before we train. You're training in part. Now me why also West Wagon and Orua Fuseni, former Okaikwe North parliamentarian.
Yeah.
No by or no lead or a zonal sharpshooters. The omnomo banner on watching Nkorano, the way you can go and pull people. I said, get out the vote. I said, the muyamu knock on doors. They were bruchy and it's out there. It's on sharpshooters. When you saw by no, na a young crowford, no moment na security. Now I also West Wagon, no more executives, no more on Minano. Almost a moment, dear somewhere. O mamba. Yakofa and Kodebi, here, free Legon students. Say, Omumra. Na yen training na mu when this for bar you can stand because as always was work and say eno crapo no a hot zone. Oh, and there was no until within that period, no. How could you even prepare the boys and girls to go do it? That was a big problem. Problem was that our people had not been trained and were not prepared. Crawford no mu GND na party no mu ja party no. Omu fi say ye buy ye didi ja Omu Crawford, and omu yeso. So you about power baby ye no muko. How they are going to get the next thing? Can no munim. Ye mama responsibility in su uraba omiane campaign. And I mean omuko na yako cheshika no. It is resources our shanty region. Any bono and I was made in charge. And I acquire processes. So I got to see there were certain people crowd this kind of mom crowd means idea where this man is not going to do the work. You could see it. You could see it clearly. And Mr. Samu said, why did we get to this point? From the point now you two silver collection to point at Sikai Kwakoji to me. You could see. I mean, Ablokuma West. Around 5 o'clock, Ablokuma West, Kakaribobe polling station. Namijinaho. Nipana yedi sika mae 2,000 Ghana cedis. Se onko na onye get out the vote or harvest the vote mbano. Oji sika no die. Oh, die. Until around 5 o'clock, and then I hear friend, what is wrong? Or buy no be two na buy no sa die. When fi embio. Or buy no cry edi sika ni share nsem. Edi share nsem. Se onko nonko nuye duanima police station for nonso this kind of baby. This is a serious matter. Me na me ntibas no so. Omo ntibas no so omo di flag bearer na chi air condition board me na me nkan obio. Na me wo grounds no. And na me wo constituencies are tough. Because me no me share parliamentary, me share presidential. Because in the presidential, no, every single vote counts. Every single vote counts. Oh, and the whole country is one constituency. In the presidential, me, I don't care whether we are going to win the parliamentary seats or not. I want to make sure that I maximize the presidential votes. No? Because Ashama, you lose Ashama mpo. You dey be lose Ashama apart from there or win Ashama. You lose Ashama de bia, but you lose 40,000. You know, parents are kind of says for 40,000, guys double what or no? Eddie win was home. So even in places I lose what greater Accra, no presidential no will go, but among Fonsu they don't care. They will go there and then sort those. So we need Madam Fobinso, a central regional chairman, Michael Esuma. Me coming in the so Kaswa on the day of election, not 12 police stations, no money police station agents. 12.
2024 elections.
2024 elections. So when people sit down and they are talking blah 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 blah, I'm just laugh. They have no idea.
2024 elections.
2024. My bonny day Michael Esuma.
12 polling stations
in Kaswa.
Any polling station agents.
Half. And it is spread across the country. Why would someone, our NPP police station executives in Po?
So
it means that people don't have confidence in the party, but people were dying behind individuals, not the party. We need to restore that. Say a party no edi kunya obi abemu se ni die wo no nisambe kan nisan kan nempo a nisambe kan ochina. That's how you will organize political parties for the good of everyone. These are some of the things that we need to do going towards 2020. And this idea, Master, we shall sing and dance and do all of those things, and we'll get nowhere. We'll get nowhere.
You. Chairman Sammy Crab and yenene dim komo ewo eye Bethel Radio and TV. Bethel komo. Aha ena UKT. Aha na UK kasa. Bethel Radio osi yesu ye DNA. Ugusu a ohwe ewo Bethel. Chairman mamimra menyane ntie se nano oba UK.
Run a friend of Marlene Boating.
Oh Marlene. Oh, okay. Ono na ye NPP UK Deputy Treasurer, Marlene.
She said she was there. Organizing, trying to pull the money and make sure that Obomdomiabra will have what they need to have. These were issues. She will tell you the struggles. Okay.
You. Mamimra, nano yeba mamimra education yeba Bradford. And me who say what graduate or Mami Musao say a dear now we swing our Bradford or
send me a PhD in business and management.
Okay.
But now Bradford Institute of Digital and Sustainable Futures. And I'm here there. Now my project I'm the buy now on digitalization. Blockchains and decentralized finance.
Okay.
Equity crowdfunding. A way be a DGCA Emma small businesses say on to me. Sorry, no manaso. But I can mention one or two small businesses be a Chrome has here. No more small. Equity crowdfunding. British government almost support to and amount for this kabaya and so it's a Monzo. So only Monzo.
Yeah.
Revolut. Brewdog. Omunina for equity crowdfunding.
Okay.
By equity crowdfunding our problems. Say sometimes we muji sikana no more with this cano. Into post investment and no and a big problem our UK and across the world. Into me buy and a media research project and my solve problem now. And through that, and I made the award in my PhD.
Oh.
And through that, so when I'm building the first ever decentralized equity crowdfunding platform in the world, but as a researcher, me free Ghana, in him say, me say me ya dear no so, ya engineer dear no, say yeah Ghana nso betumi enya ho mfaso o ne pa che even though Ghana nso ma me no but as a Ghanaian and I said this me a problem say if it is engineered up to a certain level be peja Ghana nkora na adwuma e be ye bibia mutumi across over UK kra be sika UK for to be cross to this go to Ghana and I mean here no comprehensive I mean Financial Conduct Authority FCA for adwuma be 2 years because it disrupted because laws to me govern at the end there was disruption and we had to work. They gave me steers and I've say I nominate UK Innovate UK Business Connect for almost so many years on the project how to take it to market.
Okay.
It's very soon it will blow up. Into no and I'm ba ebe na minya ho PhD. Into ba omiani digitalization. Menya ho PhD.
Oh.
Just on the light side.
Yo, with the mebo abaso na mami musa say your exposure how baby suya wa hano has it shaped your thinking and about party leadership and governance?
Yeah, but say me no. There's a lot of videos if you pick about me when I was regional chairman. I mean I know and I say it say in dispensations from one dispensation to the other. Omwa making omwa konka we are summarizing nyina no omwa use technology insha see no na any weapons nti abo ebia na use yensa and afi abo nti nkrofo omunya asa abo technology na afi catapult afi bi nso the sword by ebi the spears by na spears nso emu yi sa every time bia no introduce technology bia no here they say sa nkrofo yi Nordic fo no sa Vikings no to me conquer when they had the technology ships to me navigate a puno a drew has sense na navigate rivers no and nobody will conquer British for any every time biano or more or the machine gun by no technology or no ye America echo to this atomic bomb and also conquer yes everything biano here technology most of the time and that's what the work I do talk about technology interventions. Now, time I am here, Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Uba Regional Office Honoma, Miss Regional Office Mom, Uba Honoma, at the heart of it, no, Air Computer Training Center, training and preparing people in technology, building their capacities. Say, yeah, they can push their work. Intina, at that time, the Greater Accra Regional structures in Jepa because all share constituency executive. Now I'm here. What will happen to you will not be a joke because only Madiano or you're grounded and you are prepared. So we had warriors, and many of those warriors, they are the ones who are even driving things around it, like Ajesuamo, Achibodumo, Ajuasafomo, Omunina, no Munina, inductee Omunina by NPP, Greater Accra. And then we moved it. Mbe second national vice chairman. So Mbekaya, I built the whole registration system because na minimal loan. Matthew Chirememu, the Biani emiti about 1 member, 1 vote. So once I got in there and I needed to prepare the way, and I put technology at the heart of it, and a party registration system. Registration system with me at I register for Ghana. I do say you can go into your county and also vote from here because we're preparing it for 1 member, 1 vote. Well, the next thing we're going to have was an amendment conference to amend the constitution to have 1 member, 1 vote. Now the platform, the technology, it was right there. In the system, so me such that so we can register within any woman. Woman no so me track your age. A draw my birthday, I send you notices, messages ni. Na edu say omudi 18 na I gather na your maba u branch hono. Na say okay we the 18 no make sure so register register no na ye then ye gather sada nyina wo mu na afen so be se hu yiri say ya bia dachi bi touch wood bibi ko si na woni hobi ma se wo yiri ana wo mba no ba party na e betumi hu say your moa because udi omudin etu mu ne etumi aboa mu yensu ya ni me nkrofo de bia me ka me campaign ya me ka che nkrofo say we say ma ba ha say wo chia me nsem wo ni me sire ni mu doso me free ha say na me refill de me ni mu po hia me hu isu me ba na ma ka kire wo say utu aba ma me na me ko ye national chairman me pay juma ma how o me ni me juma we I don't know you. So we need to create a database ebe hu ni pano ni din ni yiri ni background ejuma oye say ya ba power ni hu so okay epe carpenter for into the ecosystem no na yakobo carpenter ama for is na pool omu nyina carpenter for e will be chim and then we give the contract to them direct. That is how you do things. Oh, into me yesa na ma we nyina the same see no it couldn't be continued. In fact, membership card no na a payment card as a MasterCard, Visa card. Sana me no. Say yeah, ebi wo ho no mo kasa. Mo didn't pattern. Omo de mo koso didn't pattern. Obe kwa goto units. No affair radio station no didi NPP atem. Fine. But me dem see use card no. Na for toy units no. Because who toy units and I arrangements with
membership
MTN.
Card no.
Which mean the toy units. Into the toy units now, I arrangements with MTN, Vodafone. On my some who say MPP4 and I edit customers number. Into now arrangement is 1.5%. No more party no. Electronically move into the account. Oh, I feel so DSTV. Now amount for Felice no or you su MPP account. Say a pilot here launch. Me ba brochure say cry me and omutie mu no. Into no this DSTV. Now the next one is I'm in petrol filling stations now. Into omo mo didi atem crap no dey di atem into adduce but at least who you so ya na yet me attracky and we say who crap no who boa party no in a way. And I feel so because of the payment you know me tracky oh omo tia omo dues consistently. Say I'm ready to draw na you push ya den abro into online and then you can vote. Na ya tablet ya den. So those were some of the innovations that are brought to the national. But throughout the party, we use innovation. And the MISCA, I can sit it right in the middle of the party. Some time ago, I was proposing, say, what's about power? Free power, 3 months now for here. We didn't have anything. So I can say, yes, you free ANC. ANC, omu use omu brand, omu asset. And omu form many enterprises, including insurance company. It's the informal patriotic insurance. I've been saying this all the time. Informal patriotic insurance company. Informal patriotic insurance. Insurance, it is a bank, insurance. Who can insure, can finish trema, and go to Sikabio. MPP so a liability. It is a asset be a genetic sky, this can a share, or be to me may. Into a bay money ye. Say 50% of Sikanum po. A backy claims. The Becano, a MPP. Emphasize 1 million cars. Yeah, no Ghana for cars and vehicles, MPP for never do one. I am for 1 million pe. No obi a chia. Near even 200 Ghana cedis, 200 million. Boss, into 200 million, yen for 100 million and ye. And backy claims. That the cannot ever MPP. If the party cannot even do it directly, you can ride on OB license. There's so many ways to actually do such a thing. And no, I'm on phone you. But when you do that, we don't have to, as a party, depend on few individuals, some person will control it. Because we shall do things the way we have to do it. Sisia, HUFC, Hoho United Football Club. Say I go support to HUFC. I'm a club, no. They say I'm a also as a member of the board of directors. And I sad dynamic insurance me implement it. I'm a HUFC. Why can't I implement it for MPP? You see, it's high time that we understand, say, as a political party, the first thing we should think of is sustainability. Whether we are in power or out of power, then you are building an institution. But we want that's not what they want because of build that there no ejina. Obi and benefit sebi anope bi and beji 20 cities on to control it. Into be so be team as a there. But what do we want as a party? And even in opposition, it means man sika kakrasa acquire insurance and I even do. Some fans say 1.5 million people. Oh my bemu because we are now a party in it because we back it with a lot of reforms. Now one point we say, oh, they say you can come and then come and obey me some party no. Now you 1.5 million. Now I can say every executive you want to pay 200,000. Obi enter 5 cities a month. Now non-executives enter 10 cities. If you put it together, we're making like 30 million Ghana cities a month. And then you to me. And as a party, yen to me my loans, yen to me my scholarships, yen to me your training, yen to me it doesn't make sense. Indeed, what beats me is that this party was founded on enterprise, entrepreneurs. By running is a civil NGO as an NGO crap NGOs they run themselves whether in opposition or not in opposition. In sorry crap or no. They don't need to be in power. I say that all the time. The Catholic Church, any power. But me share my scholarships, ABBR. I don't think you see, business. in business, since you would na MPP is deteriorating. That's because everybody has left the center. They could dini page.
Yo, Chairman Sami Crab, former MPP second vice chairman. Chairman, Mami Musa we yetete se nyankopon ya adoma national chairmanship position ye be enya ntie se why wadwen se obe contest bi. No credit chairman Sami Crab, former second vice chairman, obe contest.
No credit, me contest.
Inti Mami Musa, what are you bringing on board that we different from other contenders or more yatitis or more so banner?
First of all, let me say my can be brave. My can about even how to internal justice system, the way we handle for the primary system. My can about can be mami kebi how we balance. We say the person who wins that one there is really the yes partner is stronger. The same way I could do the same way I could do kufuechi. I mean, we're fighting. Santo kwane krana emodu. Sin to kwana ye kunsisi but at the end of the day, I can't boom. I could do nipa bakunechi. If you strengthen the party, na party na man nkrofo arrange mu say omudi emu sambeka, they will unite in purpose. They don't have to like each other. We are not talking about uniformity, we're talking about unity. Until they don't have to like each other. Because they don't know. As we sing, so we are coming. We are MC. Until that is what we should be doing to make the party strong. But like I said, experience. Why you be that? Party management a different matter. Boss, I say unfortunately, school be any more between politics apart from the political party. For now, at least for Ghana. Me can't about degree in politics. So, me can't about politics. Say it is only through the political party. Inti, any panel afemu. So making sure say any panel wa fasa systems we nyina akwekyire. And we say he can implement it in the political party context. Business nko. Adesua nko. Working as a minister nko. But have you ever managed any unit of the party before? Because Obioya executive BR knows. Say the experience you get in managing the unit is different from any other experience you get anywhere. Me a business. As I said, my PhD is even in business and management. My MBA. I don't understand those things. Our businesses around. But the fact that you are even successful in business, it will help because business principles can be applied in politics. But your success in business does not guarantee that you can manage a political party. Essentially, we shareholders know you must have the capacity, which in itself, but to take obi unfair BBM, maybe we minister that, we MP that, who call the national chairman a disaster because the assembly bar on so onim obi di nko kan kakra na we dwa obey say meetings obey ye. So yes, every one of the people who are coming are fine people. I know them. But how many, which ones have actually managed the party before? Which ones? Look, doctor, obi sua de no ko doctor, no share patients. Why are they pa me boa? Wafemu or experience or a surgeon into our capacity no. Obi nsu ko carpenter. No yes no ye good carpenter, Onu su wafemu or experience in carpentry. But uba yare a umfa no carpenter ni no ho. Because only experience in taking care of a patient. So we here akonya umfa nko doctor no ho. So everybody know, unless you've gone through the political party system, no, let us not make a mistake. Because mafeni. So you know how to even implement Nyama Obeka. And at every stage, be a many opportunity to be an executive in the party. I've left my mark. I have planted it there, and people will go back and say, I planted exactly what I said I was going to do. Anything, me feel say is very important. Another thing is when they say, we share Ashanti region from 1992 to now. Your votes, no, I started back from.
Mm.
Oh. 2024. About 2024 no. My MPP, your margin I had winning Ashanti region was about 1.3 million margin difference. And NDC funds almost strength our Greater Accra. And the margin I had winning the winning was Greater Accra was 1.2 something million. And the difference between the margin was Ashanti region any NDC for margin was Greater Accra was only 68,000. In the NDC progressively is strengthening and making Greater Accra almost stronghold. Eba. If we do not bring a chairman or you're very experienced in how to handle Greater Accra, Greater Accra is a very difficult place to handle because every tribe is there. I feel so you Obia na show Obia. This is Abrochire has say, who show Obia about hustle the circle crap or the standing circle. To me, is very difficult. So you must be somebody you have the experience in getting Greater Accra back. And this idea, Ashanti region will slowly become irrelevant to MPP because NDC4 ebe strengthen Greater, almost strengthen Mpo. And I feel so almost strengthen the cancel Ashanti region. Not just say other regions no more. They'll use that one to overtake us. So the threat is right there. It means say you Greater Accra is not a place that you always win because of the way it's here. But Greater Accra the margin of loss should not be too big so that we can have the Ashanti votes. Use the Ashanti votes to go and recover on all the other regions that the NDC has. So you also need someone or Greater Accra. Can you imagine say Greater Accra? Greater Accra. I'm not even talking about my tribe gang. I'm talking about Greater Accra. Greater Accra, since Omu can say Omu ye Omu suspend him 2.5 election cycles. There's been no representation from Greater Accra.
In the national leadership.
Yeah, no representation. Take your mind back. Because Tama, me and I'm Greater Accra rep. And almost suspend him. Then Freddie Blay was acting. After that, Freddie Blay want to become sustainable chairman. Let's go through the list. If there's a Greater Accra, Freddie Blay, Rita, FF Anto, Michael Wadie, then organizer, Sami Oku, right? No, John Boydu. No, John Boydu is general secretary. Then Sami Oku organizer. Then Nana B. Then we went on and on and on. Is there anybody from Greater Accra? Nobody. Then CCR MPP, national executives. Is there anybody from Greater Accra?
Do you feel say Nuntina MIA vote no decline?
Well, basically, if you take the election, the results, and you start putting it across, sinking, you will see say there's an emerging pattern. Because I know Nkrophobia, once I make Abuaji, me see Clifford Abaji, or can't see me. Oh, or you any politics, ever Greater Accra. Meaning, Nkrophobia brea, or me young for, or me ye, or me young politics, ever Greater Accra. Or to me come Krum, and call G any I don't want to say spoils of war. Say party ni winning power, won't be caught or Krum and can say, or Musu, the Omania or Hono, or Mugo GBD. A Greater Accra, and that's all over. It is a one more representation. One more representation. It gets to a point, if they are not represented, they will not be motivated. Because politics is all about representation. It's about representation, so you can't have a situation where the party has gotten to a point where Greater Accra or more votes than any other region. Greater Accra has no representation. Greater Accra has no representation in the national party. That is not why it should be elected. But I'm saying, if Greater Accra is eating away the Ashanti votes, NDC4 you should Greater Accra, and they say Ashanti votes now, then it's a very important point. So we should look at Greater Accra. Into my coming qualifications now. Nyama femu nema ma ye Alliance for Change kumi preku on the street with the party some party no uni me kunkra na ye ya me jina sita miti hase me party ni miti hase. My coming qualifications, but I'm also saying say in addition to all of that, we need to rescue Greater Accra. We need someone who understands the DNA of Greater Accra. Obia, we run elections for Greater Accra. Obia, we win Greater Accra. Obia, we dig Greater Accra. Obia, so Gionoma, Greater Accra, I before, Asante for everybody will see in him, say, you could do other power. I can come to you. It doesn't mean that the whole country will also not come. But until Greater Accra also feels represented, I am sorry, said the people in Greater Accra, these are the kind of results they'll keep giving us. And it is very scary.
Chairman Sami Crab. Chairman, ansani ebeko no mami Musao. DNT ena opese delegate nya ogidie wo mu na omoto abamao. Na what changes ena odeba?
Oh, say first of all, me no my hold positions throughout the party. And anytime be I to me swaba, ye twaba mama makotena baby no. You see what you do, I do. In fact, diaspora is another example. Ye to me swaba me di Greater Accra Regional Chairman. UK branch no. Ebeye and an additional constituency for Greater Accra. Iti matu chirememu atakofi omuba honuma omuba regional executive committee meeting. Oh. And I brought the Greater Accra people to the UK executive 14, 15. And I mean more money Jeteria Sadana Ghana International Alliance will also put them on. We brought them here and I mini malo mukasai and I paid £200 more money. And then they came and integrated with the diaspora. Because I've always believed the diaspora no, the way you share diaspora no, you're crazy. Oh, I'm for treaty diaspora no like ATM because we can meet here most of the time. So I said no, there is value in the diaspora, and unless and until I integrated the diaspora to Ghana, not Ghana for executives who say diaspora for so a boy juma hasia a bed din say you win election diaspora for Beko. After that, you see how many diasporans have been able to go to Ghana and get things. So it made UK recognized, but I think say there's still something. Amakasa still obianye SME to me. And within the first 100 days, we set a committee to look at your constitution, make sure it's properly integrated into Ghana, so that United Kingdom, another region of the party, so that your UK chairman, by right, no, will have a seat in NEC, National Council.
But say already, meaning say the
no, you don't. No, maybe I will nam honum sa na so afam bi wakujina honum bi. You don't have a right because UK is not recognized as a region in Ghana. I think it must change. It's grown so that the UK National Party, a region, okay, the branch and the chapters and your constituencies. And this is one of the reasons I'm saying that, because I want to make sure that in the UK, Nkrofo will not be looking at the UK as a place where they come and take money and go and do whatever they want, but as a place where Muba, organizer. Because organizer is organizing people towards winning an election. It's very important. Towards winning an election. The chairman is working like a chairman in a constituency in Ashaiman. Right now, it is not so. It is not so. I know because many Nkrofo not Tenasi actually constitution is not so. And for that reason, legally, it is very difficult for the diaspora to be respected and given what they deserve. So
do you believe say the diaspora no need more recognition in the party leadership?
Yeah, I think for the sake of it's for our sake as a party. Because when people are sitting down here, now they don't even know what to do. Then they turn the whole thing into a warfare thing, and then they fight. Because they have nothing else to do. But if they are given that legal status, I know there are a lot of complications that need to be looked at because of the way it was started here. UK branch in Ankasano. It has owners. Owners are. They were owners. Just to see our UK is gone. So NPP in Ghana doesn't really, quote and unquote, own the UK. We need to look at that. When you look at the base, when you look at your constitution and charter and one. Now you align ye, now you adopt it and you integrate with ye. Then Europe can be a region as well, because they're not as developed as you, the whole Europe, and then other countries, can then become equivalent to it. And we organize the diaspora very well, because ROPA can come. When ROPA comes and we are not ready, when ROPA comes and we are not ready, you know ROPA?
Yeah.
Good. What's a law?
Yeah.
You know the only reason why ROPA has not been activated? Because you see a nyeska. It is an NDC Kopeska. You know where the election will be held? You know the person who's going to protect the ballot boxes? The High Commissioner and ambassadors. When you say to go Ivory Coast to her. Are we ready? So as a party, we need to look outward and bring the diaspora and prepare that. But if we do that, so we create a dream, so or activate rope across through, because we are a baby beaten. Because the rope are buying, I'm obi. Macmenu mu etie mu se ade no memmakufo e activate because we were not ready. Yeah, rope na say don't get bie office or Togo. Any Ivory Coast say we are in trouble. We still not turn the party around. It is a silent threat. So we need to be looking outward and organizing the diaspora better than it is now. I started, we moved it, but we need to finish and make sure that the diaspora is legally and constitutionally integrated into Ghana so that it is legally recognized as a region and to have rights and responsibilities. This is thinking. Now you should be able to do it. I live with you here. None of the aspirants, will be any what he has 3 days, 4 days. Who understands the diaspora better than me?
You, Chairman Sammy Crab. Minim say ye dim komo pa mudo eko achiri yedie. Na ansana ye bekon mami musa we. Nyankopon ya adoma 31st January. NPP jina kono enye se ye ko ekon bia na enso no party no ekwa akoyi obi a obedi party nanim. The last election in who say okobwa yura akompreko e Japan. Mami musa o, do you still believe say Onone say will lead the NPP in 2028 general election?
Okay. Me support to Kennedy Japan. Now I had reasons for doing that. Reasons I want to say Kennedy, they be me can't actually. So there's no difference between Ono Kennedy and me. It is the way he sometimes comes out and put microphobia off. So I identify a lot with Kennedy in the sense that and it doesn't matter what happens. Against a fokoni. I want to say, hey, I suspend you. I was sworn in to protect the Constitution. As far as I'm concerned, I was protecting the Constitution. So I will speak, I will stand there, and I'll fight. And let me go down. But I will rise again because I stood for the truth. And I recognize those things in him. I also see him as a politician. And transactional, because it's business that I do. So I like people who are quite transactional, plain and open. Oh, say, at the end, Kennedy, between Kennedy and Hodom, by 5 minutes time is near we in common. There's no politics again. I also say, the origin are different. It is he's plain, and transactional. You shake hands, you walk away, and it's done. So those were the reasons why Mimi support here. Say, in Japan, Emra. I don't have anything against Bawumia. Absolutely nothing. He's my friend. We chat all the time. The campaign manager, Oparian Sunday, I say, Oparian Sansa no beba, meaning no, way before even 2000. No, you're managing director of Third Row, very small boy managing director. It's police obebe minina, Ye dimwa na me greater crowd nya cha me bua enti madam for pa no. Oh ne pa che no. Wo parents wo Bawumia. So ti ase. And I'm using me call Kennedy. Nothing is stopping us from still being friends. You kasa every single day. You know, and because I disagree with certain things. If you say and yet external, because I have stood there and talked about digitalization. And I believe is the way forward. So it's not an external thing, but within the party, no, I mean, if you say there may be a cause, and those threats, no, they will linger on and may not go away if we do not have Kennedy in the system. So there are many people around and we meet, we talk, even Bawumia himself. I don't want to say this. Meaning chat. I can read it. That is what I'm talking about. The respect that he knows that I don't because I'm here doing my PhD. So you don't see me stamping for one person or the other. But he understands that in many meetings, every platform so. Every platform so. Share chat. Nipa me ni chat. That's not the point. It's just that I have a position, they have positions, but we talk, we meet. Every time we go together and do things. So I think we should be able to disagree on issues. But Tama Kennedy lose it to Bawumia. I told you what I did. I'll make sure Bawumia will be elected. Because we're winning. We're winning there. He is the one. Regardless of what anybody will say. I don't care. Go there. And because people know me and my principle, me call honum no. Look at the responsibilities they gave to me. Sika ya kwa koche Ashanti regime ni edishe misim. Nobody will give them one city to. They don't even trust it because sometimes, even if you're on the opposite side and you are there in principle, the other side will trust you because you are a principled person. Nana Adodan Kwakufuado, today I'll tell you. Ni yiri mimi yiri cousin. So certain things we are a principle disagreement. So it doesn't really bring enmity. And then after that, you can easily unite. And that's what I'm talking about. So those of us who were brought up and trained, that is where we are. So I'll end this by saying, yes, I have reasons for supporting Kennedy. I had my reasons. My reasons will not change because I see myself in him. I see him in me. And let us go and then abolish the constitution because constitution literally say, we should contest. So if somebody supports one person other than the other person, it's not a crime. Let's be able to do it and then go. But when I was Greater Accra Regional Chairman as an executive, I never uttered one word as to who I supported. Alan Chirematin Nana fight. When I was Vice Chairman, I never uttered a word who I supported because me a common floor member, me executive. And so it's my responsibility to unite people after that. And I did very well. And I held myself. So if you're an executive, please, you can put the person you support in your head because you are managing people from opposite sides. If you are seen to be compromised, you are finished.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chairman Samikrab. Chairman, come no baby. Mami Musa, your final word to NPP delegates and the diaspora members are by any funding album, any Bethel Multimedia, radio and TV, be in Bachopi. Your final word.
Better, dear. Some say the kind Muhaya come up. Who's what organizing show ye pa. Questions I will be saying cramp. Quite far so, it be questions. I'm saying the best with the paper, oh my God. Then I'm person said, we are sure so we can or try there. We are sure so we now note it down because you're asking questions that will bring in the conversation the best that they make it quite exciting. The boss was NPP UK. Yeah, 2 year about ama of a key. Ono a chairman. I don't think it's right for us to the person we elected. We must support that person. Look, Oru Afoko. That meaning no problems. In fact, all running for chairman, I support in team. I came around and I protected his chairmanship. Even if I disagreed with him, I protected his chairmanship. So I will beg and plead. Say, at this time, nobody is perfect. But especially not in public. Not in public. Let us hold him because he holds the NPP banner. So you support him. Many places. Michelle of Ake or Manchester. Michelle, I'm not actually. So braining. So I'm actually. Say me a common. So no. I'm penny. Yeah. And I'm inviting say, Mimra Liverpool. I'm what am I be brave? But me share me so NPP UK chairman. I order me. Say Mimra Liverpool. Me organize him when I pay and straight me call Liverpool. I'm saying this because we all will not support and agree with the person who is there. But until that person is gone, we should support. It doesn't mean we shouldn't criticize. Criticism, dear Charlie, bring it. But let us be seen to be supporting. And when I say support, I mean you do your duty, you do things to help make the executives, current executives successful. It's very important. The secretary, the organizer, all those people, you support them so they make it. That's another matter. The new people, whether you like them or not, you support them. Supporting doesn't mean you agree with them. Supporting means that even when they do things that is not possible, we deal with them, but honor them. They're very important, crucial. Yeah. So that's what I would say. And I believe that NPP UK, and for that matter, the diaspora, has a bigger role to play. And there's a silent threat to be. Now, party no here diaspora. No. But it shouldn't be said, yeah, diaspora favor. And I'm not saying this because we call election. No. Nipa over 5,000 bet to Miswaba. How many people are going to live here and come there and do it? So it's not a vote. I'm saying this because this is the only way. Because at the end of the day, you party and see how no ma. You can't go back to Ghana and enjoy. Maybe I don't even declare us all fugitives. Or the passion. So it's very important. I am saying it because it must be done. We must put the party together globally and then move ourselves forward. But there's a silent threat, as I've said. So that is what I would say, to everyone. To say, "Ademi wahase mi kamu hubio." Inti bibienia mu ye party ana ma kaime. That's another thing. Na mabedi aduane no fine.
Yo, abusiafo ye chairman Sami Crab ena ye ne di nkomo e Bethel Radio Bethel nkomo so. Ye ne di nkomo bebre afa an education, the party leadership, and kwan of us so be right into politics ni nyina ye di nkomo. Mame fa kwanya we so na me nanase say ye to nsa frɛ no no ba ye. Aha ye Bethel Radio and TV. Enyumre mosomfo Thomas Ohinba Boache enam di dwumadi ba ye. Omo so masene ema ye di program yi ba ye eye Livingstone Healthcare. Ena eye Atalia Nesri ena omobo a ema ye di dwumadi e ba ye. Aha ena mosomfo Thomas Ohinba Boache me di dwumani BBC. Mamefa konya we so na menda adwumawura ase Richard Ejare ene Mercy Dombo so Mother Roma eno motimia boa ama eye TV station ene radio station wo. Na mamenka obiem se ɛyɛ Bethel Multimedia ɛnyɛ radio ni TV nko a yɛwɔ recording studio ɛwɔ ha saa so na yɛwɔ photo studio ɛwɔ ha anaasɛ woyɛ wedding woyɛ party woyɛ ayie na wopɛ sɛ yɛbɛtwa ma wo a ɛyɛ Bethel Multimedia ɛbɛba na yɛaba abɛso mu na yɛayɛ ama wo kama aha ɛna mosomfoɔ mede dwumadie ni bɛsi me producer ɛnɛ ɔbɔɔ me chidom ɛyɛ Prince ɔno ne chinchin fidie ɛma ɛyɛ yɛde program baeɛ medam ase atiefo aha ɛne ahwɛfo ha ne yɛde bɛsi Bethel ɔse yɛso yɛdie ni makra mo
Kennedy are winning election, no hands down. I saw Dr. Baumia take it. Baumia will not lead the new patriotic party.
Questions
I saw Baumia as the winner of the NPP presidential seat.
I saw, say, Honorable King, the NPP, and you know, be the Ghana president.
Dr. Baumiano. Also, why president? Oh, Kroma. We shall see.
I saw Baumia winning the prayers.
Kennedy are winning election, no hands down. I saw Dr. Baumia take it. Baumia will not lead the new patriotic party. I saw Baumia as the winner of the NPP presidential seat.
I saw, say, Honorable King, the NPP, and you know, be the Ghana president.
Dr. Baumiano. Also, why president? Oh, Kroma. We shall see.
I saw Baumia winning the prayers.